It's late autumn and GB Park and Pipe rider Ben Kilner is back home in Banchory, Scotland. It's a chance for him to spend time with his family, to reflect on his career and to prepare for the coming winter.
My passion for snowboarding all started from a day that we were completely snowed in and there was only one road open and that was up to Delancey. So
I just phoned up and asked if they could do a group lesson, and so they went up there and had a group lesson, and that was Ben, hooked from the minute he strapped on a snowboard.
I loved it so much and I was hooked from the very beginning that I just pestered her over and over for more and more lessons. And then, yeah, it took off quite quickly, I guess. I was travelling and then competing as well, which just kind of added to the hunger that I had.
Not that his feet are always on the ground, Ben has recently turned his attention to getting a pilot's licence.
Yeah, I think with snowboarding and flying, it's related in the sense of adrenaline. I think I do get a lot of adrenaline even just banking left and right. It can give me the same kind of satisfaction that snowboarding would. And Nick, who's my instructor, has been really good. He's a really kind of down-to-earth guy that just lets me do some fun things.
How was that?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, enjoy the rest of your day. So.
If you're needing a flight up in Aberdeen, Nick's your man.
It's good. Probably the best student I've had. Yeah, absolutely. He's the only student I've had. So.
We have just been flying. Now that that's over, I'm gonna go meet up with one of my friends who's a pro golfer and just play a couple holes with him at my local golf club. Oh no. This is just far too much time on my hands. Oh. And then you're ready. With golf, I was introduced to it when I was about 4 years old. I've always loved doing it. It's a great kind of sport that is so far contrast to snowboarding that it's nice to get out on the golf course and it's peaceful, quiet, and it's a good laugh. I go out with a lot of my friends and we'll play some games to try and beat each other.
Oh, right, get out the way. I think you're more on the extreme side of an athlete than I am, but golfers aren't the most extreme athletes in the world, are they?
At only 27 years old, it's hard to believe that he's been snowboarding for 22 of those years, winning countless British titles, gracing European and World Cup podiums, and competing in both the 2010 Vancouver and the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics.
On Kilner. Trying to prep double crippler. It's the first time I've ever done it. I've never done double on my right wall. So coming into this is going to be scary. Let's see what happens. You're on.
Training, yeah, it's really savage. At times it can be unbelievably hard to get out of bed and find the motivation to go, but there's always been something. I've always found fitness has been a really important part of my life, even before snowboarding. I think it wore off. My dad was very into his fitness and it definitely has worn off onto me. My last session, so Darren went, well, I thought he went fairly easy on me, but I was like totaling up my actual weights and I was like, oh. I had max reps with max weight.
So how was the Prowler session?
Prowler was good. Almost died every time. Yeah, it's nice that it's starting to feel cold again. The weather's starting to kind of get less warm up here and hopefully snow's on the way very soon.
Catch Ben and the rest of the GB Park and Pipe team by following us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/GB Park and Pipe.